Alright guys, it is Tuesday, July 26, 2022. Today marks 74 days I have left to finish my 55 two-door hardtop for an upcoming event on October 8th. So I already started setting up my table out here to start trying to finish putting the rotating assembly in the engine, which I got the crank installed yesterday. So today I was going to put the pistons and rods in. But I need to get these soaking in muriatic acid, so I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and break the table back down, just basically take some of the stuff off of it and put it in here, close the door, and then go to the store. I hope I don't have to run to the other side of town to get muriatic acid. The last time I went to Lowe's, they didn't have any. So I'm going to try that first because Lowe's is really close to me. But I've got everything set back up out here to put it in. Alright, so I came down to Lowe's, pick up some muriatic acid. Got 2 gallons so I can get them heads soaking while I put the rotating assembly in the engine. But anyway, I was standing up front at the register and there was a guy in front of me, and a lady come up there, a Lowe's associate, and said, "I can help the next person here as long as you're not tax exempt." So I walked over there and she walked me to the self-checkout and took the 2 bottles of muriatic acid out of my hand and scanned them through, and then kind of stepped back about 5 or 6 feet. And I said, "I had no idea I was coming to a self-checkout, or I'd have stayed where I was at." I don't like self-checkouts. Every time I go through one of those stupid things, I always have to get an associate or a help or something. I didn't take my reading glasses, so I can't read the screen on what it's trying to tell me. So I like to have a person take my money the way it's been since I was born. So, a slight rant. So I'll have to remember that next time when I go down there, that I will just wait in line if they ever try to pull that again. Just not a self-checkout kind of guy, you know what I mean? Anyway. Alright, this is the stuff that I get. It's just muriatic acid. This stuff is very, very toxic for you, so if you do buy this stuff, be very careful with it. So I use a paint respirator because if you inhale this stuff, it would probably lock you up, actually. And you need to wear a good rubber glove, which I have some orange ones here. They're really thick. And definitely safety goggles, because one little splash of this in your eye and it's game over. This stuff, when it is brand new, will clean like the cooling passages of your block. You can leave that stuff in there for maybe, I don't know, 15 to 30 minutes. I would not leave this stuff for days. I never have. I don't know what it would do, probably nothing, but anyway, I wouldn't leave it in there for 2, 3, 4 days. Now, my old stuff was getting pretty weak, so I could soak stuff in there for a day or 2, but not brand new, basically, is what I'm telling you. But that's what I got. It was like $25, I think, for 2 of them. And I will pour that into a tote, and, actually I'll lay the cylinder head in there, and then I'll pour that stuff on top of it. Now, I have to set my tote up on its side. I use blocks of wood on one side, because 2 gallons is not enough to submerge the head. But if you tilt the tote up on its side, you can get a lot of coverage that way. But anyway, not a sponsor. I had to pay for it, but that is pretty much the stuff there. Alright guys, I thought I'd just show this. This is just something, I think it's cool because I've had it for so long. I got this in probably 1994, 1995, somewhere in there. 96 maybe, I don't remember. It was in the 90s. I bought this at the mall at a store called Gadzooks that I don't even know if it's in business anymore, and it's No Fear branded. But that was back when No Fear stuff was popular. You get t-shirts and stickers and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, I had a 55 Chevy 2-door sedan that I had lowered. I painted it red and black. It had a 383 stroker engine in it and a 400 turbo transmission. It had a 12 bolt in it with 373 gears and a posi. And I drove that car every day. It was the only car I had to drive for my personal car. And I actually drove this to the mall, which was an hour away from our house, me and my wife, and went into the store. We were just in there looking around, and I seen that keychain, and I was like, oh, I need that for my 55. I cannot tell you how many times this keychain has been in 55 Chevys, because I've had a bunch. But I've had this keychain that long, and it's been on every car I ever drove that I kept. I've used this keychain on. It's showing its wear. It's awful loose on the end. It didn't used to be that sloppy. In the event that this thing ever, wears through on the end of the rod there, I'm going to knock the roll pin out of it, and I'm going to reshape the end of it and then drill a new hole toward the end and then put the roll pin back in it, put the piston back on it. But I've had that thing for that long, and I just thought it was kind of cool. Somebody might be interested in that. But my 55 hardtop keys will go on this keychain as well, so it will be part of it as well. I don't know, maybe kind of cheesy to some, but I thought it was. So somebody's going to be really mad at me because I left and went to the store without her. But it's 100 degrees outside, and I can't leave that dog in the place. So let me get my keys. I'll lock the door here. So when you're a pet owner and you actually feel guilt for not taking your dog for a car ride, this is what you do. Where are you going? Where are you going? You want me to take you around the block? Come on, I'll take you around the block. Since the AC is still cold. Now don't fall out of there like you have been on camera. Seems like every time I put the camera on, she falls out onto the ground. Doesn't hurt her, she just sits there for a minute. You get embarrassed. All right, get over here. Oh, this is something really cool. Check this out. So she gets in the seat right here, and she just waits until this. If I can buckle this one-handed. You gonna make a liar out of me? I love dogs. All I do is drive around the housing addition at about, 13 to 15 miles per hour. She enjoys it. All right, so that is the acid eating the gunk out of the coolant passages there. Foaming all up and eating that stuff alive. I don't know, it's been in there, probably, 10 minutes maybe, I don't know. That muriatic acid was brand new and kind of clear. Off to work?
Off to work.
Hey, I love you.
Love you.
Dang it. On the last one, too. Son of a gun. I think I'll survive. We got a bleeder! Medic! Alright, well, I didn't get the pistons put in. And I did get the heads finished out, got them all cleaned, everything brushed inside and out. So they are cleaned up. These are ready to be lapped and assembled. So hopefully the thumb's not in too bad a shape tomorrow, but I need to go in and clean this wound and try to super glue it back together. Thanks for watching.